welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested already.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys are either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway on Sunday Night Primetime. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And an Eagle first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Here's Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now, the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Brown goes in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They'll try to run forward Barkley. But he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. It's the Eagles with the early lead. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that will bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jackson from the shotgun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Hurts. And that one to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Dances by at the 20. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
To Saquon Barkley. A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Going right back to Dotson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the Ravens' 17-yard line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. 4 catches already here in this Super Bowl. He's got another first down.
Number 11, A.J. Brown. A gain of 7. And
he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 38.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A quick throw there is incomplete. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Fair catch. Signaled for.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Complete. It's Dotson. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Eagles' offense going to take over late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Back to throw here. Man open left side is Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Third and 5.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0.
28. Ravens nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Second and 2.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the
Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Jackson now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 41 yards. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. A little juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the interception, here's Jackson. A little short one there, caught by Likely. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Second and a yard at the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
That's another Baltimore first down.
veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30,
they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he stopped immediately there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Pick up of 2 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Hurts going to keep it again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. Shoots by him. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Well, it's a shuffle pass and it's complete. Then this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts from 17 yards out
And the Eagles will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the return, Jackson. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Finding space at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Good for a Baltimore first down.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 73 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
3 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
First down, Philadelphia.
He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead.
1 yard gain.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.